square. Grigg, Gibbs. That's a good kick. Bannister is marked right on the 50. Judd offers a lead. I don't think Bannister will go to him. No, obviously thinks he can do the distance.
Same principle has to be right-hand goalpost, because you think again he will hook it marginally trying to get that extra distance.
So Bannister from about 49 metres, has it got the carry? I think so. Some good use of the body by O'Halpin, sees it through.
Just amazing, isn't it, really? The last half a dozen shots at goal all been out around the 50-metre line, because both sides have got that extra spare back, which means it's hard work for the forwards deep inside the forward 50. So this being able to convert for long range is going to be the most obvious way to have a shot at goal. So St Kilda got their four. Well, Carlton have got one to at least start pegging them back.
First game for the season. He's kicked 2 goals. It's been a real bonus. Hasn't played at this level since round 5 last year, Bannister. So it's been a good inclusion. He's kicked a couple. Blues stay close enough. Oh, well done, Judd. Running hard, trying to lift his team. O'Halpin's been good in this situation most of the night. Beck's brilliantly done. Now he's a good kick, is Stevens.
That was a good effort.
Yeah.
And flat out to kick on the outside of your boot like that, it didn't get the result, but it was brilliantly thought out and well executed.
So here's Gilbert,
bouncing towards the wing, short one, half volleyed there by Del Santo. Del Santo in 2 minds. Could have gone to Revolt. Revolt now is on for the short one. Goddard's got it, ignores that, comes back to the middle, and the mark is taken by Kazetsky.
Yeah,
the Rio high 6 last week.
They've swapped over their forward matchups. I think they fancy Rewald deeper on Bauer, so Kazitsky's virtually coming up, virtually playing half forward, where Jamison pretty much had him under control deep in.
8 goals, 2 from set shots tonight, the Saints.
Another 50-metre shot.
Yeah, directly in front. Will kick from outside the 50. This one is working left. It's going to be close. Touch just before the line. Just as well the ruckman got back Hampson. Stretched every sinew and just directed it back across the line.
an important touch. So 3-goal game. A lot of similarities with the opening term here. The Blues close enough, you would think, to have a real shot in the last. Jamison, not if you're going to do that. Montagne's been so busy now, he decides to load up and go from that 50 and hit the post. He took a little short step, got himself balanced and went bang.
He's had 9 inside 50s tonight, Montaigne. He's been damaging in the front half.
And Del Santo, well, they've had 3 shots in no time, haven't they?
Yeah.
Come behind your mark.
A couple of bullets dodged there by the Blues. That little chip back to the corridor inside the defensive 50 is not good. Here's Grigg. Really been impressed by him. Getting a chance and grabbing it tonight. Out of the back pocket. Trying to be precise with the kick. Needed to be and was. That was a lovely kick.
That's the Kilda zone. They've got 16 players basically within 60 metres of the kicker, so it's very hard to penetrate.
Simpson drives towards the wing. Plenty of tall timber there for the Saints. Gives a chance. Knocked back into the pack by Cruiser. Taken high. St Kilda getting a free. Goddard with the ball on the wing, goes short. Hayes takes the mark. We're down to 1:30.
So Hayes and Montagna, both on pace to match their season average of around 27-28. Revolt the target again. And then Schneider and Judd. Such a presence, Judd, isn't he? Have a look at him.
Breathing out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Out of the 15 Blues players have had 10 touches or more, only 3 of those players have had more kicks and handballs. They've really been pressured into using the hands by a St Kilda team that we know have been so good in that area.
Montagna to Del Santo to Ray, Kozutsky and Jamison.
He's actually a very good spoiler. It's an art in itself, the ability just to be able to judge the bodies and get your fist on the ball, and Jamison does it really well.
Carlton just trying to hang on here. Well, Milne, little give, Hayes went down, Joseph on the up. We'll come back to Joseph.
Legs in. Just hold that, Steve. Play on, play on.
See Judd again on the burst. He really does have a nose for the footy in this term. In fact, he's got a nose like a footy. It's out of bounds at the interchange gates. We'll have a throw in. 45 seconds and counting. In fact, it's a free kick to Blake. Blake, I think the chopping of the arms goes back to Gilbert. So we're down to 35 seconds now. Gardner. Gardner takes a while. Back to Gilbert. And I think they decide this is enough. Goes across the ground. Hodgson thought about going forward. With the umpire. Comes back to Blake. We're down to 18 seconds. There's still time.
It's a free kick.
There's an interchange infringement.
I've seen one of those, eh?
It's Fev's kick on there.
Well, they've done everything to give him the footy.
Brendan, and 50 as well. No, it's 50. You go down,
And a 50.
Well,
Brendan. No. It's 50 metres.
this is a bit tough, isn't it? I think there's
because it's
confusion.
interchange infringement. So, mine or his? No, it's Brendan Favolas.
No.
Interchange, mate.
Oh. Fair enough if it was the interchange, but the 50, I don't think anyone knew what happened.
Lenny.
It's like suddenly some space junk fell.
Okay, thanks.
Anyway, Favola's got a free kick and he's 25 metres out. Take what you can get. This will make it interesting. Brendan Favola. But his first goal of the night steers it through, and Carlton are alive and reasonably well. Three-quarter time. Storming finish by the Blues in that term, and fair to say they needed it. Christian, an inspiration coming back on. While he was off, that game slipped away, but he's been very, very instrumental in pulling his club back. St Kilda 13-7, Carlton 11-6. Friday night football. Final term. 13 points the difference. Big finish coming up on Friday night football. What a classic it's been so far. Cruiser knocks it down. Betts kicks inside the forward 50. Dawson, unkind bounce. Favola is double teamed. Can he get through? Did pretty well. Gilbert confronted by Favola. Hodgson away to Jones. Jones under pressure. Betts threads the needle. We're almost behind.
They look dangerous, don't they? They've kicked late goals in this match at the end of the first and third quarters. Remarkably, the biggest margin any team's come from behind at three-quarter time this year is 8 points. That was Adelaide against Essendon last week. In the 88 matches played this year, only 6 times a team's come from behind at three-quarter time and won. But you do feel as if Carlton are a very good chance here. Gardner had a bit of an error. Bannister shrugged them off. Does he keep the ball in? He does. Gets it inside the 50. Carazzo, good result for the Blues.
It's an interesting decision, I think, by Carlton. They've had Austin playing spare in defence to try and give a little bit of extra help to Bow and Jamison. But when you've got to pick up a couple of goal margin, I'm not sure whether you just have to release that, because St Kilda can do exactly the same down their end.
Graham's poor kick. We've got Judd back on quickly. Joseph, well done. Stevens, that's a good-looking kick right to the goals. Favola, well done. Hodgson, Hurlahan hooking back, but can't get it back, and it's a behind. So they're inside 2 goals, the Blues. Pressing hard here. 12 12-0 has been a rarity over the 100 years plus of the VFL/AFL, and that's what the Saints are trying to achieve at the start of this 2009 season.